Hi, I'm Lee Labrada, your lean body coach, and this week's question comes from Ruby Mar 2010, otherwise known as Ruby Martinez. And Ruby asks, what is your best strategy for minimizing fat in your belly while bulking up your muscles? Also, are there certain cardio exercises you recommend during the bulking phase? Well, hi, Ruby, and thanks for writing in. You know, it's not like the old days when bodybuilders would eat anything that wasn't nailed down in their quest to gain muscle. And today, the emphasis is on putting on lean muscle weight with as little fat as possible. So here are some of my best tips for you. Number one, consume the right amount of protein for your body weight, plus enough carbs and fats for energy. Sounds simple enough, right? But what is the right amount of proteins and carbs? I recommend 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight. Sources of protein include chicken breasts, turkey breasts, fish, lean meats, low-fat cottage cheese, and protein shakes, for example. And as for the carbohydrates, I recommend eating between 1.5 to 2 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight. Good sources of carbohydrates include sweet potatoes and yams, oatmeal, whole grain rice, and potatoes. So a hypothetical 200-pound bodybuilder then would consume approximately 200 to 300 grams of protein per day, plus 300 to 400 grams of complex carbohydrates every day. Now, this would be divided up over 5 small meals per day, and it actually works out to about 40 to 60 grams of protein, plus 60 to 80 grams of complex carbohydrates at each meal. Of course, the math is going to be different depending on how much you weigh. Tip number 2, eat 5 to 6 small meals per day and don't overeat at each meal. By breaking your caloric intake up over several small meals per day, you won't overload your digestive system nor put on unwanted fat as long as your calories don't exceed your caloric break-even point. Smaller meals also have a smaller impact on insulin release. And as you know, insulin is a powerful hormone, and while it's useful, an excess can cause fat storage. Tip number 3, always combine protein and carbs at meals and never eat carbs by themselves. When proteins and carbohydrates are combined, the rate at which the meal is broken down and converted to energy is slowed down, and that yields longer lasting energy with less of an impact on insulin. Carbohydrates eaten by themselves, on the other hand, can cause a rapid increase in that blood sugar, which may spike insulin, and you don't want that. Tip number 4, simple carbs such as fruits and certain cereals should be consumed only right after the workout. Eat complex carbohydrates for the rest of your meals. The insulin spike that comes with the simple carbohydrates is useful right after the workout because it's this insulin that drives the blood sugar and amino acids into the muscles to start the recovery process. But at all other times, you want the slow energy release of the complex carbohydrates. And finally, tip number 5. Do cardio 4 to 5 times per week to burn off excess fat and to promote recovery. Now, you know, it may seem counterintuitive to do cardio at a time that you're trying to put on body weight, but cardio has actually been shown to promote recovery by improving circulation. Additionally, the aerobic exercise helps to burn off excess calories that could lead to fat accumulation. I personally prefer the exercise bike or steps for cardio. Ruby, I hope that this gives you an idea of things that you can do to minimize fat when you're going through a muscle gaining phase. If you found this video helpful and you want me to let you know when I post new videos, please click the subscribe button. And be sure to leave a comment if you enjoyed my video because it really motivates me to make even more videos for you. And if you want to receive even more valuable tips on training, nutrition, motivation, you name it, visit my website, labrada.com, and subscribe to my free weekly newsletter. Over 100,000 fitness-minded people have done so already, and they're using it to reach their fitness goals. I'd like to personally invite you to join our online community. I'm Lee Labrada, your lean body coach. Stay healthy, lean, and strong.